Morning everybody, and welcome to Saturday, August 29th, 2020. We're gonna get a little seat time in today, doing some work, finishing up some, and starting some new projects. So hang on to your seats, because here we go. Yeehaw! Up today, we're going to finish mowing some of these taller weeds here in the staging area on the east, well, it'll be the southeast corner of the place. We're going to get that done. Then we're going to go mow the roadsides, and then we're going to get some gas for the Super M and do some disking out here in the field. We're going to level out all those plow ruts out there so we can get water out into that field. We're going to have to get water out into that field by irrigation before the show on the 3rd of October, because the ground is way too dry. I was talking to one of the neighbors today, and yeah, he and I were talking about it. We don't think we're going to get enough rain between now and the 3rd of October, so anyway, Jason says we probably ought to water it, and I agree. So we're going to plow that, or not plow it, disc it, level it out, and then run Stinky with the corrugator on it, and put some corrugates in, and then get some water out on that. Probably won't be this month, but it'll be fairly soon. Did I mention that I hate gophers? Yeah, right out here north of the garage. Look at here. That's a fresh one. That thing's bigger than a cow pie. Did I mention I hate gophers? I think I may have to put that on a t-shirt or something. Have to pick up some garden hoses today and get them hung up here on the fence and get them out of the way so I can mow some of these weeds down. Yeah, we're just looping them on the fence there. As you can see, there's some down the line there. And later today, as soon as I'm done mowing, all those garden hoses are going to get strung out that way. The pond is full and we need to irrigate those trees, so yeah, that's where it's going to go. There's some tall weeds right along this fence line. I'm going to mow a little bit of it with Stinky and the 5-foot mower, but I think I'll get up close and personal to the fence with the riding lawnmower. Yeah, they got the gates open, and we're going to go out and do the borrow pit. That's why I was moving all these hoses up along the fence line here, so I could come along here and mow this down, and later, if the wind isn't blowing, I'll spray for some weeds. Well, I just love my neighbors that dump their trash out along my fence line in the road here. Yeah, this is kind of a tricky bit. I'm straddling a ditch and kind of half down in it with the left tires. Oh, look. Somebody's t-shirt and more gophers. Look at there. Damn gophers are even digging out here in the borrow pit. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get back to mowing up more trash. I guess I'll have to get out here with the side-by-side and pick all this junk up while I'm trimming out here today. Got a lot of Canadian thistle coming up too. A lot of that needs to get sprayed today while I'm at it. Just more frickin' trash that all these damn people moving into the area are dumping off. Yeah. Just gotta love the imports. Did I mention that I really hate gophers? I don't remember if I did or not. Yeah, I hate gophers. Yeah. This is a parking area, or what I intended to be a parking area, right north of the garage here. As you can see, there's a lot of weeds in it too. And I need to get the tumble plow out of it right there. But in the meantime, I'm going to mow around what I can of it, and then I'll probably disc that up a little bit and spray it for weeds as well. In the recent storms we've had, even this nicely formed little black locust got snapped off right down there at the where it goes in the ground. I don't know, it could be rotten. So yeah, lost another little tree, so we're gonna cut that and haul it off right quick. Well, here's a little something that happened with the recent storm we've had come through. Glad it happened when and where it did, because usually sitting right here on the south side of the shop is the irrigation pipe trailer. So yeah, if it hadn't have been still sitting out in the field out there in the background, you can see all that white PVC pipe on it. If it had been still sitting here, I'd have been replacing a bunch of pipe and whatnot. And as you can see, there is a bunch of dead up in there, and where that limb came from is right there. In fact, there's two of them that broke off there. I don't know if you can see it right in there with that greenery, but a dang near a square clean cut. Makes me kind of wonder if it was hit by lightning. These old walnut trees are probably getting close to 70, 80 years old, so yeah, there is a lot of dead up in there. There's a lot of damage. These on the middle one and the one on this end don't look too bad. Do have a lot of limbs hanging way out and over, but the one on the south side is just about dead, as you might have seen in a previous video. As you know from a previous video, this hose I was using out in the front yard is full of leaks, and I taped it up with electrical tape. Well, to keep me from reusing it, I'm going to take my pruning loppers here and cut the ends off. Yeah. And if that fails, cut it again. Yeah. So, anyway, I won't be using that hose anymore. Did I mention I hated gophers? Yeah. That pile right there, that's a fresh one, right on the south side of the house. And let's see, yeah, here it is. Here's another pile or two with a couple of new holes. Yeah, I don't know if you can see them or not, but they look like ruts running back and forth out through there. Yeah, that's what they call, well, tire marks for those, but a dead furrow is extremely similar to that. And we've got a couple out here in the field. Normally we plow the field from south to north, north to south, and we don't have an issue. But when we did our plow day this year, the guys went east and west, and that wouldn't have been an issue either. But there is another dead furrow right there, and there's one right here. Okay, now those and the tire ruts cause issues, because every time you run a corrugate from that end of the field down that away, you end up with water running sideways instead of down the length of the corrugate to the field. That's why I've got to plow all this in with a disc and smooth it out so I can corrugate it and get water across here, because we water this section of field from north, or well, from south, sorry, to north, which is that direction. Now, had it been one tractor with a plow following another tractor with a plow in the same open furrow, one right behind the other, this wouldn't be an issue. I don't mind the dirt getting turned to the south. That's uphill. That's great and wonderful, but yeah, this just hit and miss out across here. That kind of fouls up the irrigation requirements of the farm. So I've got to clean that up a little bit. Not a huge deal, just something that needs to get done. Well, I seriously doubt you all can see me, but this is what I'm doing tonight. I don't know if you can see down there. You may not see that, but maybe you can see that. Yeah, I got sidetracked with a bunch of left turns and a couple of fireballs, so I'm out at night now trying to get caught up with what I should have had done earlier today. But it was one of them last hot days of summer, so I'm glad to be doing it at night. Bill Super M's got some good working lights, so we'll work for another hour or two, and then we'll see what it looks like in the morning. Over in the old garden plots now, trying to get some of that leveled out from the plowing that I had done myself earlier in the year when I was testing out the 4-bottom plow that is on the cover of the Facebook page with the Super M on Facebook, the group. Well, it turned out pretty good last night. I need to finish up right in here and along the edge there. Turned out all right. Just need a little bit more work on it, then I can corrugate it and get some water on it. Well, you couldn't have seen it last night, but you probably saw it just a little bit ago in the video that I got it pretty well leveled out there in the field with all the furrows and ruts and whatnot. I got a little more work yet to do when I can see a little bit better in what I'm doing. Yours truly forgot there was a high beam and a low beam setting on the old Super M. I'm not used to tractors with lights that work that way. Not used to tractors with lights, period, other than Stinky has some lights on it. Anyway, yeah, we got pretty much a lot of that knocked down. Reason why I'm pushing for that, and we'll be back talking irrigation again probably in about 2 weeks, is because in 2 weeks I've got to start watering the field out here behind me. If I don't get any rain between now and then, or a significant amount of it, the ground is going to be so dry it won't plow and turn the soil correctly as the shares go through it. So yeah, we'll be getting some water out there. So in about 2 weeks we're going to be pushing hard and heavy on finalizing the irrigation issues here at the farm for the gravity fed irrigation. We got to get that done because in just a hair over 4 weeks, on the 3rd of October, we'll be out here plowing, disking the ground up, and hopefully, knock on some wood, seeding some winter wheat for our 2021 show, which will be an old-fashioned threshing bee. So make sure you stay tuned for that. We'll have more updates coming on some of the other projects we got working around here going on in preparation for the show on the 3rd of October. Anyway, I'm Farmer Dave. Glad you could make it. As always, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, thumbs down. Let us know what you think in the comment section there on the YouTube deal. And always, if you want, hit the little red thing right down there. It says subscribe on it in white letters. Click on the little bell-shaped icon right next to it. That'll bring you up 3 choices. If you'd like to hit custom or whatever it is, or all, if you punch the all button, you'll get notified every time there is a new video out that we do here for the farm and what we've got going on. This is a startup, or restart, because it is a family farm, and we're going to be making some changes to make some things happen. So stay tuned for all the latest updates. I'm Farmer Dave. We'll catch up with you later. Thanks now.